Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, July the 19th, 2022. This is FlossTube number 101. My name is Shelly. This is my channel Proverbs 31:22, where I share all about my stitching and crafty life. So, today's the start of a new week of vlogs. I didn't film yesterday. I didn't do hardly anything yesterday. I woke up with a bad headache and neck ache. Still have the headache today. The neck ache is not like it was yesterday. I don't know how to describe it other than saying it's like a neck migraine. And that's just my own term for it because it pounds and just like throbs. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, still have a headache today, but I did want to update you guys. I've got a lot of stuff to show you because I haven't filmed a regular floss tube in a little while, so I may be a little scattered. Thanks everyone for the love on my mid-year recap and whip parade. Those videos always seem to do really well, so I appreciate that. I've gotten a few new subscribers as well, and so I thank you all who are new here. I thank everybody who's coming back, and I appreciate you all being here. So I'm going to kind of do segments and pause. So the first segment will be life update. On my mid-year video, I did share that my younger daughter, Lakin, was undergoing a sinus procedure, and she did come through that pretty well. She did have a little bit bleeding, more bleeding than normal, and so she had to stay a little bit longer at the office, but they kind of told her that that was a possibility. She had previously had nasal cauterization because she had a lot of nosebleeds growing up. And so, but she's doing okay. Like the first, couple of days she couldn't blow her nose, which was a little, not pleasant, not being able to blow all the stuff that's in there. But she seems to be doing well. She did also have a headache yesterday, and so I think it's probably weather related. Pressure related, barometric pressure related. So thank you all for praying for her. Otherwise, life update, we did have our grandsons over this weekend. I wasn't expecting them to come, but my husband went over to Kim and Dwayne's to pick blackberries, and come to find out he was too late for him, but he came back with both the boys in tow. Nathan hadn't been over in a while. He recently gotten a girlfriend, and so, coming to his grandma's house wasn't a priority. But him and his girlfriend broke up this past week, and so they did come. They spent Saturday night, and then Sunday their mom was texting them wanting to know when they wanted to come home, and Nathan's like, can we not stay another night? And so they did. So that was a lot of fun, just having them here. Malachi has friends on the street, and he plays with them. Then he'll come in for a while, and we'll do some stuff on the Wii. He and I played the game Guess Who Sunday night before bed. Nathan will sit with us for meals and stuff, but he's just at that age, he's almost 14, and he doesn't really want to do a whole lot, but he's never really wanted to do a whole lot of activity-wise. He'd go outside and play basketball, and then, come back in. But, when I first had grandchildren, I thought that I was going to be one of these grandmothers that, did all kind of things with her grandkids when she had them, and it didn't happen that way. I mean, we do some things, but, I realized that when I was little, and I spent a lot of time at my dad's mom's house, like a lot of time, most weekends, some school nights when I got a car, we didn't really do a whole lot, you know, like we would maybe have a snack in the evening. You know, she would cook for me, but it's not like we spent all day together doing things. But it was just being at her house and being around her. And so I've kind of let go of, you know, those expectations of what kind of grandmother I should be. So, yeah, I have notes right here so I don't forget anything because it's been a while, like I said. So, otherwise, life update. My uncle wrote a book. He's actually my parent, even though we're not real close, like, you know, godparent and godchild. You think of them being close. He was quite a bit older than me. But anyway, he wrote a memoir recently and released it. And I've started reading it. My brother read it through pretty much in one sitting, you know, and he would kind of text me and tell me some stuff that was in the book, but I'm having to take it a little bit in smaller doses. You know, like I said, he was a lot older than me and like about 15 years older than me. And so by the time I was old enough to go and spend a lot of time at my grandmother's during the summer, you know, he was grown and gone out of the house. I knew my grandfather could be a real hard ass with his daughter, who was more like a cousin to me. You know, my mom and my grandmother were pregnant at the same time for my older brother and then my aunt. So they were the same age. Still a lot, you know, 7 years between me and my siblings. So each way. So, but anyway, she was more like a cousin to me. But, you know, I knew he could be a real hard ass with her. She had a real hard head, and so they would butt heads a lot. They were a lot alike. My grandpa was always really nice and kind to me. You know, he would sit with me on the swing and tell me that he had this swing built for me, you know, that kind of stuff. He was a lot of fun to be around. But reading this book of how he treated his son is, it just makes me sad. You know, it's like he was just really, really hard and violent with him. And so, yeah, I'm having to just kind of take it in little bits. So, if anyone's interested in reading his story, the name of the book is Pardon Me, a Memoir of a Reasonable Man. It is available on Kindle Unlimited if you have that service. So anyway, check it out. He has a pretty interesting story. So if you're interested in reading a memoir, you know, go check out my uncle's. Let's see, what else? Room update. So I'm sitting in a different spot today because we started unloading our, you know, main clothes closet so that I could paint in there. And so I had all of my clothes, my hanging clothes, piled up on the front room bed, which is where Nathan usually sleeps. And so, you know, when they came over, I was like, okay, we got to get rid of some of this stuff. We left like half of it, you know. He's like, I just need half of it cleared. And so the rest of it is piled up on my window seat, which is where I normally film. And I just didn't have it in me today to, you know, tend to that, plus everything else I need to do, including film this video. But I did manage to find room in my craft room for my dress form. Her name is Ruby, and she hasn't been able to live in my craft room for quite a while, and so it makes me really happy to have her in here and not in some other, you know, a bedroom or whatever in another part of the house. So I haven't done any painting. All we've done is gotten the, you know, the closet emptied. Of course, the boys were here this weekend, so I wasn't going to paint, and then headache yesterday, headache today. And then I also found out yesterday that the quilt that I'm doing for Project Linus for the teachers in Uvalde, Texas, I thought I had a whole nother week to get those done, and then now the organizer's saying she needs them by this Friday. And so I did work on it some this weekend, but I have, you know, that's going to be my priority this week. I didn't stitch it all yesterday. I didn't do anything yesterday. So let's just do a little bit of haul first. I had Quilt Guild last Tuesday, and one of our members had moved away, and so she donated a bunch of stuff. And so every month, you know, the girl that has it, she'll bring it in and let us look through it. I did find this little kit for a greeting card. Has the fabric, the thread, and then also the little aperture card and an envelope. So I don't know whether I will keep this as something for me to make or if I'll do a giveaway with it, but anyway, I thought it was real cute. So I got that. When I was in town on Thursday last week, I went to the dollar store. I hadn't been there in a while, and I was kind of like just needing a little something to do, but not a long something to do before my massage appointment. So I ran into the Dollar Tree and got a few little decorating things. Thought that was real pretty. Picked up these little pumpkins that, you know, could be used on ribbons and stuff for finishing cross stitch, as well as just, you know, putting out to display. And then I thought these were really, really pretty. It'll be turned this way, or maybe this way. I don't know. This looks like it's all got, oh well. I'm sure I have some orange paint where I could go in and touch that up. And then there's a white one as well. I thought those were real cute. And, you know, $1.25, so. That is all the haul that I have for you so far this week. I'm not expecting anything to come in, but you never know what I might buy online, so we'll see how that goes. I did want to let you guys know that Stitching with Sandy on her most recent video, which uploaded around the 4th, I think, maybe the 5th of July, she announced the details for her swap, and so I did sign up for that swap. It is going to be an autumn themed swap. She also showed her finish on Fat Quarter Shop's fundraiser this year for Make-A-Wish, the Heartfelt. I really liked that piece, but the colors didn't call to me, and I just didn't have the brain power to try to change out colors, and so I decided not to do it. But she showed her version, which I'll go ahead and include a picture of here. And I about lost my mind. So I was like, okay, I want to do this now. So, you know, it is not going to be started anytime soon, I don't think. I don't have plans to. But I really, really liked her version. So I'm going to pause and grab whips, and I'll be right back. I do have one more piece of haul that was buried underneath the clothes on my window seat. So I joined that Annie's Creative Woman Kit of the Month Club a while back and kind of forgot about canceling. And so after I got this in and saw how much it costs, I was like, yeah, I'm going to cancel. But this is the kit that I got. It's cute. Is it $28 worth? I don't think. And that's with shipping. Yeah, I don't think so. So, I think that's all the haul. Okay, so whips. What have I been working on? So I did work on Flea Market Flowers, and I did get my goal done, which was to finish this flower and then completely do this little block right here. And that was for my whip go this month. So I got a little bit more done on this piece that just has so many stitches. I really like the way these came out. This color right here is what was called for the yellow part in the middle of the right here. but it really blends in with my fabric, and so I just decided to do the darker yellow, and I think it came out really pretty. And that is, let's see, stitched on a 36 count linen that I hand dyed. So that is going to go away. I sort of made a list as I was stitching on things because I knew it would be a little while before I got back to doing a video. I have this on my list, but I really don't remember if I've done anything else on it. It's a magazine piece. It's from Cross Stitcher Magazine, March 2020. And I have a goal for Magazine Monthly Challenge to get, I think it's, do I have a goal for it this month? I don't know. I think maybe I just wanted to work on it this month. And so I kind of want to get it done till about right there. We'll see if that happens or not. I kind of got, not bogged down, but I got caught up in stitching this Shannon Christine ornament. I wanted to get that finished, and so that was pretty much all I stitched on over the weekend. I did stitch on my temperature chart. It seems like I've shown this stuff, so if I have recently, I'm sorry. You know, I did the whip parade, and so it may be kind of like overlapping in my mind, but anyway, this is what I've gotten done so far on my temperature chart this year. I will stitch on it again this Sunday. This is a 14 count chalkboard black Ada and called for DMCs. I've been stitching on my my daily age piece, which is Star Spangled Sheep. And I haven't stitched on it in a few days, but I have made progress on it since you saw it last. So I've almost gotten all of the little blanket done, which, you know, if I pick it back up and do my 56 stitches, I should get, definitely will get that finished. Not should, I will. 28 count Irish linen from Michaels with my own choices of overdyes and a few DMCs. And the Christmas Club from Shannon Christine, I've got number 1 completely done, including the beading and the back stitch. And I thought I had it right here by me. Huh. Okay, I'll have to go find it sometimes, I swear. So it's in this bag. This is a Lori Holt pattern that I stitched up on some 25 count pewter Lugana and then turned it into a bag. And I had picked up the bag to haul behind my sheep piece, and so that's where this was, underneath that. I love this, guys. So I'm stitching this on a 28 count black Cashel. Well, and there's the finished block. So quite a lot of beading, and each piece will have, you know, we'll have the beading around the number block and then off the number block. So, you know, this same bottom part will be done on each one, which, you know, I don't think the pattern really specified that we needed more than one container of the beads, but this definitely will not be enough to do 12 designs. So I'm using her called for DMCs. I am replacing her called for chronic with this sparkle braid from Rainbow Gallery. This has been really nice to stitch with. It's not a headache like normal metallic threads are. So this is definitely a new favorite item of mine. Okay, I stitched on my Autumn ABCs from Little House Needleworks. And I did get, I stitched on this Saturday, I think. Yeah, Saturday. And I did get my goal completed. And so I've always loved yellow houses, and so I'm kind of doing a different, of course each pattern has a different color house anyway, but I think maybe the spring one I did use the called for because it was Stormy Night, and that's a really pretty floss, but the other ones I haven't. I've picked my own colors for the houses. So the yellow on the house is Anchor. It's just the prettiest, you know, butter yellow. Perfect for a house. Anchor 305. And I did go through this weekend. Malachi helped me make little floss tags, and I did go in and redrop my Weeks Dye Works, all of it. I cannot stand Weeks's tags. You know, they don't allow for much room for doing these little holes, which is where I put my, you know, little leftover pieces of floss. You know, and they're just real short, and so whenever I had them on a ring, it always hung up the rest of my stuff because it just doesn't slide well. Like, you know, had one hole that the thread was in and you're supposed to hang it from. So I went ahead and did all of those, recorded all of those. But these are my color choices. And then I do believe I've done a little bit more on Elizabeth Weston since you saw her on the last regular FlossTube. It may not be any more than what was done on the Whip Parade. I really don't remember. But I'm working right here in this area. And it did have, that section does have some over one lettering, which, you know, still don't really care for doing, but, and, you know, when I did the first part of the over one letters, I did whole cross, full cross, and then when I did some over one down here, I did tent stitch. So when I started doing the letters down here, I figured that I would go ahead and just do tent stitch on the over one, and I don't know, I didn't like it. And so I didn't want, you know, some letters to be done one way and some to be done another. So I am doing full cross on those letters. And this is where I am on that section right now. So I finished these flowers right here. I think I added this motif since you saw it last. And then started the letters. That is it. That's it. That's all that I've stitched on. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, July the 20th, and I've got just a really quick update for you guys. So, yesterday I worked on my daily age piece, the little Star Spangled Sheep, and I did get, I did get done with the blanket. And then now my next part is to do the bird. So cute. And I was going to work on my Whip Go piece yesterday and today, but I decided to finish it last night. So I'll insert a picture. So this is the free stitch along from Aurifil, designed by Susan Aki, Collecting Colors. This is basically the chart with the outline of each block. So I was on block 4. Right here. And I don't know, I probably had a fourth of it done, I guess. And so I just kept plugging along instead of putting it away and working on it again today. I was like, if I just finish it tonight, I can work on something else tomorrow. So today I'm going to work on my Shannon Christine number 2 ornament. So, of course, these call for Aurifil, Aurifloss. I'm just pulling my own DMC choices, and I'm not doing the center stitches. I just can't do these little single stitches all the way around. It also has a outside border, which is really, really pretty, but I don't think I'm going to do it. It will take forever. And I've already been stitching on this for quite a while. I do have the whole grid done on this white 28 count Monaco. And so, yeah, I'm glad to have that one block finished. So now I can put that away because I don't like working on it. Let's see. I didn't write down the start date, but my goal was to finish this 11/8/2020. So it looks like it started at the beginning of 2020 because it says copyright 2020. So I did finish quilting the Project Linus quilt yesterday. Today I need to tie off and bury threads and hopefully get it trimmed and at least get the binding cut out. And then, you know, apply the binding tomorrow and then deliver it on Friday. So I was in Magazine Monthly Challenge group yesterday, and one of the members had posted that she was wanting to do a stitch along starting in September. The pattern that she chose is a pattern from Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's a multi-part pattern. It was a mystery, but I will insert a picture here of the full chart. Not the full chart, but the full model. So it goes from February, April, June, August, October, and December issues of Just Cross Stitch 2021. I don't know if I said that. And at first I was like, her picture showed several packs of DMC linen floss. I'd never heard of that, so it kind of caught my eye. And I knew that I had bookmarked that that chart in my Readly app because it had the specialty stitches in it. And so I commented, you know, on her picture and said, you know, I'm intrigued by the linen floss. I have that bookmarked, but since I just did a year-long stitch along that featured specialty stitches, I'm not going to be able to join you. And so I went on my way, and then I got a notification from Facebook next time I was on there that Rachel Q had mentioned me in a comment, and she's like, I want to do it. Like, so over the course of several comments and replies, we talked each other into it. You know, just by virtue of the fact that it's not a gazillion letters of the alphabet to stitch, it's only specialty stitches. So it should really go pretty quick. You know, it's just like little bands of the specialty stitches, which you saw in the picture. So that's going to start in September. So I am going to participate in that. I've gotten my pattern picked out for my swap with Stitching with Sandy, and I was already going to start that this month. I'll insert a picture. So I was already planning on starting that this month with Monthly Magazine Challenge. So I went and pulled the August planning sheet and was able to, the August planning sheet has, the theme is birds, and then it has 2 acrostics. You can do one or the other or both. And so with some, you know, creative thinking, you know, I was able to fit that one chart into quite a few slots on there. I still have a few slots that I can pick other things to go in, but that should get me, you know, a finish on that in August, because it has to be turned in by September 1st. So, and it's just a small piece. They have to be like, you know, less than like 6 by 6. This one is longer than it is tall. I am going to stitch it though on a higher count fabric than what is called for, so mine will come out a little smaller than, I think it's like 7 something inches, you know, long. So yeah, so today I'm going to stitch on Shannon Christine, work on the quilt, and work on my daily age piece, and I think that's it. I may work on a magazine design. I'm not sure, but I'll see you guys. So I forgot to mention to you guys that my daughter Lakin, she let us know a few days ago that her former boss, who has really been a big influence on her work life, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor probably about a year ago, I guess. He did pass away in the recent days, I think Friday or Saturday. So if you guys will just remember Lakin, remember the White family. He was actually a farm boy who, you know, of course, got a good work ethic from working on the farm with his parents. Was drafted into the NFL and played in the NFL for like, I think 7 years. And he was kind of small, so he really had to like make it up in effort. And so, yeah, he just was, you know, a really neat person. And like I said, he had a lot of influence on Lakin. He was really good to her whenever he was there. And, you know, she was like his right-hand person. So, yeah, just remember all of them in prayer. Thanks, guys. Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, July the 21st, and I have time to just do a really quick update. I forgot to share yesterday that I was watching Rachel Q on Tuesday, and she's working currently on Princess Eliana, which is a Mirabilia, and she is doing a conversion that is by I can't remember her name. I'll put it down below. She's over on Instagram. So when Rachel was talking about her, she mentioned that that she also had a conversion for the Mirabilia Botanical Garden, which I have. And OMG, guys, like, seriously, I wouldn't be able to choose which one I wanted to do. And so I'm going to end up doing 2 of those. And I really think it would be amazing to do 4 of them, one for each season. I know I'm crazy. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. Let me see if I can pull her up real quick. Let's see. Okay. So the Instagram name is Kate, and then it's Neyck, Nake, I guess. So that is her conversion of botanical gardens. And she does share her conversions. So, golly. I mean, this is just beautiful. So, I love the other one too, though, with the pastels. So, I really would have to do both of them in order to just, like, you know, make my life complete. So, anyway, be sure to go check out her page. She has a lot of pretty stuff. So, I did get finished. I got the quilt trimmed yesterday. I got the binding cut and sewn this morning. I'm about to go to town to get my feet done, and then I will work on that when I get back so I can go drop it off tomorrow. But I will make sure that I give an update before I bring it for sure. So last night, the things that I stitched on. So I did stitch on Swoop and Soar. This is from Cross Stitcher September 2020, designed by Susan Bates. And so I had in my, on my magazine monthly challenge planning sheet to do this flower, but I did that flower last month, I think. So what I'm working on is to get this flower completed. And I really would like to get it backstitched as well. The flower's done and the leaves around it are done. And I started doing the flower below it so that I could go in and backstitch. Now whether or not I'll get to that, I don't know. But hopefully I can. So this is a piece of 28 count even weave that I got from Hobby Lobby in the color light blue. And I'm using the call for DMC flosses. I also put in my 56 stitches on Star Spangled Sheep. And so I forgot to say the other day, when I finished the blanket, this light is bugging me. When I finished, when I finished the blanket the other day, I did have some red thread left, and so I went over and did some more stitches on the flag. But last night I put stitches in the little crow that's on the sheep's back. So, I mean, 56 stitches every day. I think it's neat to watch it come, you know, to life. Okay, so I also started on number 2 for the Shannon Christine Christmas Club, number 1. She's got another one that she announced today. It's called Snow Globes, I think is the name of it. So definitely go check that out. I'm not going to do both of them, but I thought that one was real pretty. I do love snow globes. So what I did with this is I divided this chart up into 6 parts because I'm planning on doing these over a month and a half period of time. And so I got just about 1/6 of it done last night. I think maybe I went over on some parts, and then this part right here I didn't finish, but you know, went over in other parts, so it's all good. So I think this might be too much space I think I don't probably don't need this much space in between, but I did leave like 1.5 inches between them. So I'm not going to be able to fit more than 2 on here crosswise. So I definitely will need to get more fabric. And I love it. Her colors and the way she variegates, just so pretty. So I stitched on that last night while I was watching. I discovered that there are new episodes available to me on Prime of Silent Witness. It's really weird. Like I have a BritBox subscription through Prime, and for the longest time they've had like season 24 where I would have to purchase it. I have a subscription to BritBox. Why do I have to purchase it? I think it's because of when they release things in the US on BritBox. I don't know. I don't know why we can't have it all worldwide at the same time. But anyway, they did have a second season 24 in there that was free with my subscription. So I started watching that last night. I got the first, the first story. There's always 2 parts to it, 2 episodes. So I got the first story watched. It was really good. It kind of, it had a character from in the past. And so that brought a lot of stuff up with Nikki. And of course, they're dealing with the death of Thomas at the end of last season. I hope I didn't spoil that for anybody, but anyway, sorry. What else? Oh, they released the 4th season of Virgin River. I watched 2 episodes of that last night. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but man, did they cram a lot of drama in 2 episodes. There was just a lot of drama, a lot of like turmoil, angst type of thing. So definitely, if you watch that, just realize that they're out with those episodes again. Okay, I've got to go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello, everyone. It is Friday, July the 22nd. And as you can see on the wall behind me, I did get done with the quilt. So I'm trying to scoot over to the side so you can see as much of it as you can. If this was something that I would be keeping for myself, I would have, hung it behind my window seat where I normally film at. So I call it a window seat. It's not in front of the window anymore, but it's still a window seat to me. So anyway, I was able to get this done, and I'm about to go to Huntsville and turn this in. I think what I'm going to do, I've taken pictures of it this morning, so I'll insert a picture here so you can see the whole thing. And I've got it, I washed it and dried it, so it's got all the good quilty crinkliness to it. In my book, a quilt's not finished until it's washed and dried and has that crinkle to it. So, I wanted to tell you guys about a book that I just finished reading. It's called Reminders of Him. And it's by, I just looked it up like 2 seconds ago, Colleen Hoover. And I've never read anything by her, I don't believe. I don't recognize her name at all, but that was an excellent book. It's available on Kindle Unlimited if you have Kindle Unlimited. If you don't have Kindle Unlimited, definitely think about getting it. Because it's really, it's really cool to be able to get books for free, and you just pay a flat rate every month. I think it's like $10. Anyway, it was a very bittersweet story, and I cried, I laughed, I cried some more, and to me, that's when a book is really good, when it makes you both laugh and cry. So, or scares the crap out of you if it's a, like murder mystery or something. But anyway, definitely check that out. I enjoyed it a lot. So, since I was putting the binding on that last night, I didn't do a whole lot of cross stitching, but I did work some on Elizabeth Weston. You can barely see them on here, but I was working right here in this area. Like I'm getting over to like right here. I'm trying to remember if I'm working, I think I'm working on these right here. And I did some of the over one letters, which I don't like having to work on, but it is what it is. It's part of the pattern, so let's see. So she's just so much to handle. So yeah, so I got finished with these flowers right here. Did some more of the over ones. And that was it. That's really all I got done. I had like, I want to say I had part of this done, so I just had to do part of it, and then I put some of the greenery around them, and then the over one letters. So I will stitch on her. I'm supposed to stitch on her again today, but we are invited to Kim and Dwayne's for supper tonight. They're making gumbo. Dwayne's making gumbo for Lakin. You know, since she had her surgery and stuff, he just wanted to do something nice for her. So we're going over there to eat gumbo. Personally, I'm a Cajun girl who does not like gumbo. I don't like rice and gravy. I know I'm probably going to get my Cajun card revoked saying that, but you know, when I eat rice, I eat it plain or have beans on top of it. I do not like rice and gravy at all. So usually, you know, when someone makes a gumbo, I'll eat either the chicken or the shrimp or whatever out of it. But if they put sausage in it, I don't like it. I don't like I love sausage. I'm just like going off on this weird tangent, I know. I like sausage. I like smoked sausage, but I don't want my other meat flavored like smoked sausage, and it kind of overpowers it. So, yeah, I got to go to Huntsville, so I'll probably get something to eat on the way back. But anyway, I don't know if I'll get a chance to stitch a whole lot tonight. But I do have like 8 days allotted to that this month, and so usually I do like 7. I can get my page done in 7, so you know, I have an extra day to play with. So I did also stitch on my Daily Age Challenge piece. I got more done on the little bird. And you know what? This is reminding me, I need to pull the threads out of this. And where I have to go drop off the Project Linus quilt is at Patches and Stitches in Huntsville. And they are a quilt shop as well as a needlework shop. And so I need to pull my threads out of here and see, this is some of the weeks that I didn't do. I kind of forgot they were in this bag, but I need to kind of look at them and see which ones I'm getting low on and get some more, because these are for another pattern. So I definitely feel like I'm gonna need some more of the coal, which is what I'm using on the bird. So yeah, I need to do that before I head out today. Okay, guys, I believe that's it. I watched another episode of Virgin River last night. I'm trying to make it last. And I also watched another story on Silent Witness. And so I think that's all I watched last night. I think that's it. Okay, I'll let you guys go and I'll see you tomorrow. So I started working this weekend on the big closet, and I thought I probably should take a little video. So you can see it's the same dark green, and it's gonna be the same color that's over in my office, the pink version of the color that I wanted. So I'm just gonna put the first roller coat I cut in over the weekend. I'm just gonna put one roller coat today, and then and then I'll finish the rest over the week. Hello everyone, it is Monday, July the 25th, and I'm here to close out this FlossTube 101. So I hope everybody's doing okay, start of a new week. I included the clip of what happened in the room, the closet, over the weekend and today. It looks so much brighter in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep plugging away at it this week. There's really not a whole lot of reason to hurry. I can't put stuff back in there until the floor goes down, and my husband won't be able to do that until the weekend. So anyway, I did go walking this morning. I haven't walked in a few weeks. We had heat advisories pretty much every day, week before last, and then last week, you know, you guys know that I had a headache every single day, and it's just hard to deal with. So I slept a lot this weekend. I think I just needed, I don't know, that just kind of wears you down, you know, when you're in pain every day for, you know, days and days in a row. It just really wears a body down. So I did want to ask for some prayers real quick for the family of my my first sister-in-law. She was married to my older brother. They had 2 children together. Her mother, Miss Merrill Campo, passed away over the weekend. Miss Merrill and her husband actually raised my niece and nephew. And so, you know, I'll be forever grateful to them. And she was just a real special lady. She was 93 years old, so she had a nice, long life. But it's still, you know, it's hard to lose your parent and your grandparent, especially when, you know, like you're losing all of them. So, yeah, like my niece and nephew, they don't have any grandparents left now. You know, Miss Merrill and Mr. Spud's children don't have any parents left, so it just is, it's hard. So just remember them in prayer. So I did go to Huntsville on Friday, and had a kind of a neat treat. I went into Patches and Stitches to drop off my Project Linus quilt, and I picked up flosses that I needed, as well as some beads. The Shannon Christine charts definitely take more than one package of beads, and so you know, it's 12 ornaments. So I went ahead and picked up some more beads. But while I was in there, they had quite a few people in the store, more than when I normally go in. So I figured, you know, it was just a group of people shopping, you know, whatever. So I walked around, got my thread, kind of looked at the fabric. I looked at their Rainbow Gallery selection. I was going to get some more sparkle braid. They didn't have any, really. They had like maybe 3 or 4. And then when I walked around to the beads, there's like a little sitting area in that area where they have all the charts. And, you know, I just was looking and not really paying attention to who was around me. And one of the ladies that was sitting there, she's like, "I know you." And, you know, I looked at her, and of course I recognized her right away. We're members of North Alabama Stitchers group on Facebook, but she also watches my videos, and so that was kind of cool that, you know, I got to meet her in person. So, hey Leslie, it was good meeting you. I hope y'all had a good retreat. That's what they were doing. They had a retreat in Huntsville. So yeah, that was a nice little surprise, pleasant surprise. I did go by the sewing center that was at Coleman Quilt Show and got some more of my questions answered about the long arms that they had, the Grace Company long arms that they sell, and, you know, got satisfactory answers. So I felt a whole lot better after I got those questions answered. I also went to, I had to go to Best Buy and pick up an order, and so it's right next to Home Goods, so I ran into Home Goods real quick, and I picked up this candle. It's a Martha Stewart candle, white pumpkin, and it smells so good. It just smells so good. I don't know. I don't know what the, I mean, you know, it's white pumpkin, but does it really smell like a pumpkin? I guess it smells more like a pumpkin pie. But it was, you know, $10. So I got that to put out with my fall decor. On the way to Huntsville, I stopped in Athens at, they have a new Goodwill store there in Athens. I don't know if they did away with the other one or if they, you know, if they have both of them open, but this one, I hadn't been into it since it opened in a shopping center right there on 72. And so I went in and found quite a few things. So I spent like $17 and got a lot of stuff. So I'm usually, you know, looking for cross-stitch finishing frames, things like that. But they had this, I think how it goes. Okay, so it goes like this. They have this shelf. I mean, and it's solid wood, and it was like $2.99. So I snapped that up. I can put some, you know, cross-stitch pieces on that. I saw this, and I didn't know what it was other than a welcome sign. I kind of thought about it for my my ABCs from Little House Needleworks, those charts, because I'm still not completely sold on what I have for it, and I haven't put any of it on there yet. But anyway, it turned out that it was a St. Patrick's Day piece, so I picked that up. That was also $2.99. I thought this was really pretty. This was $1.99. Love that. I was able to rescue a stitch for $1.99. So if anyone, is, you know, your family name is Jones and you would like this, just let me know. I can always send it to someone. I just really wanted to rescue it because, you know, someone stitched this back in 1982. You know, and it's held up really well. Of course, you know, I would hang it in my house. I don't care if it says Jones on it. But, you know, if any of you, your family name is Jones and you would like this piece, just let me know and I'll stick it in the mail to you. U.S. only, please, because, Lord, the shipping overseas is just crazy. So they have really, really good prices on their frames. Like a lot of the thrift stores around here, like the Salvation Army store in Florence, they want crazy prices on their used frames. So they had really good prices. This was $1.99. I mean, it's got the print in it, but it actually has like a mat. And so, you know, the right piece, I could swap that out, or I could, you know, just not worry about the mat and just put the whole thing. You know, have the whole opening be a stitch piece. I kind of thought about my Martin Luther King sampler. They had this piece that was a square frame. It would need to be touched up with some paint, but you know, again, $1.99. This is $24.99 at Kohl's original price. So I mean, it's cute, but you know, I wouldn't hang it for that. I would, you know, put a piece in it, a stitch piece. And then this was 99 cents. I thought it was a really pretty frame. It's got the easel or a hanging on the back. So, I mean, I don't know how much it was at Walmart. Probably not very expensive, but definitely not 99 cents. So I was excited about all those pieces that I got. I had a thought and it went away. I hate when that happens. What was I thinking about? I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay, so let me show you what I stitched on the last few days. I did stitch on my my temperature chart. This is from Apricot Polka Dot. I stitch on this every other Sunday. And so I got it caught up for, you know, this past Saturday. And I'm stitching it on a 14 count chalkboard black with her called for flosses, DMCs. I kind of wish I had broken the upper temperatures out a little bit more, but I'm just going with it like it is. It's just going to represent, you know, what the temperatures were, so. And then yesterday I stitched on some magazine challenge pieces. The first one is the spring pins and things, the little lemon piece. I did meet my goal that I had set for doing 10 rows for Magazine Monthly Challenge. And that's on a 28 count Monaco. Even weave, either one. I'm not sure if it's Monaco. I think it's even weave from Hobby Lobby. It doesn't feel as thick as Monaco. But I'm using just DMC flosses. I do want to do lemons and my decorating for like early next summer, I believe. I'm still tweaking my my schedule. And then I also was able to go ahead and back stitch around this flower on Swoop and Soar. So got another goal met for Magazine Monthly Challenge group. I've been putting stitches in on my my Daily Age piece. My little Star Spangled Sheep. And I've got more of the little bird done. He's taking shape. And on Saturday, I worked on Autumn ABCs from Little House Needleworks. And I was able to get done through row 103, which was my goal for this month. So this will go away until next month, which is just around the corner, but. So let's see. So I was able to get these, I guess they're apples, and then harvest, and then started on these other letters and then some of the leaves. So that got me actually past row 103, probably about right here, I guess, maybe the bottom of the eye, but you know, I had thread left, so I went ahead and put those stitches in. So I probably already said this. This is 36 count mushroom linen from Zweigart. And I'm using my own choices of flosses. While I was stitching on that, I watched something new that came to Netflix called Gray Man. It was okay. It was just okay. I had higher hopes for it than what were realized, but I mean, Ryan Gosling's in it, and then I don't know what her name is, but she played in American Housewife on ABC, and then I think like after COVID, when they came back, she was not on the cast anymore, and she was fantastic. The show just was not the same. I don't think it even got renewed. But, you know, if that's what she left that for, was that type of movie, she is very, very much wasting her talent. Much waste of talent there, because she was fantastic on, you know, American Housewife, and this was just, you know, her kind of crying and, you know, screaming at the person who was saving her, and it just was not very great to see her doing that role. I had higher hopes for her. I think that's it. Can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll put it on the next video. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw names for the giveaways. I think I said video 102. I need to go look at my notes to see exactly what I have. I know I have a couple of people that I haven't heard from my 500 subscriber celebration video. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, if I'm just going to go ahead and just put them back in the pile and give them away later. And then I think it's just prim and proper that I was giving away, but it seems like there was something else. But everything is just sort of exploded in here right now because of, you know, the closet being empty, and then the boys come and sleep and me having to put all of this, a lot of the stuff from the closet in here is like on the window seat, and I had stuff under there, and so it's just sort of a mess. So, you know, I'll wait until video 103, go back through my notes and see exactly what it is that I have to give away, and then I'll do those, not 103, 102, which will start tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm going to quit rambling and I'm going to let you guys go. I thank you all for joining me this week, and I'll see you in the next video.